Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of A Slice of Fried Gold. My name is Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
If you are joining us for the first time, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. And if you are listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. With that all being said, Ben, how the devil are you?
Yes, so... We've been having a little bit of maintenance, well, not really maintenance work, and we're having solar panels added to the building.
Oh, interesting.
And the reason we're having solar panels added to the building is because the boss is offering charging points for electric vehicles around the back of the building.
Yeah.
So, of course, he's like, well, I'm not going to pay for the electricity, I'll let the sun do it!
Exactly.
Which means that the office has been basically a building site.
Oh, okay.
I'm not complaining.
Oh, okay.
There's been some, like...
Has been some very nice-looking builders there.
Well, no. But I think it's almost like reverse Stockholm Syndrome. I'm stuck with these people all the time.
Right.
So anyone new walking through the building, I'm like, oh my god, I love you.
Please. Give me attention.
Like,
What is this guy doing?
He just doesn't know which lane he needs to be in. That's what he's doing.
Fool.
But yeah, I like... No one in my work is really, like, gobsmackingly beautiful. There's a few people who are like, okay, I can see it. But...
I'm sure all your colleagues are really pleased with that comment.
Well, none of them listen, so it's fine.
Well, that's...
And plus, I also don't think that they, if they found out that I perved on them, because I don't, I'm just going to put it out there, I don't. But if they did hear this and then like, oh yeah, my co-worker's so hot, I just drool over them, I think they'd be a bit weirded out.
This is true. This is true.
So, maybe the knowledge that I don't perv on them will make them feel good? I don't know.
I think it's double-edged sword.
I'll put that one back to you, Paddy.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing.
Fucking rude you are, Ben.
I don't want to say names.
Or places. Or times. Oh, you get me in trouble.
Yeah. But yeah, so having lots of new men in the office, it was like, oh hello, oh hello, oh hello.
No work is done today.
Well, thankfully,
yeah,
all of it's being done behind me.
Oh, okay.
Not in that way. I'm halfway down the office. Like the office is one long rectangle. I'm halfway down the office.
Oh, okay.
And all the work is being done at the end of the office behind me, so I'm facing away from it. So thankfully, I don't get too distracted.
Yeah.
But every so often they walk past and I'm like, oh, hello.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Other than that, I don't really have anything to say. That is my exciting week.
Basically, Ben's been oogling the fucking Workmen, and that's all he's got because he's been distracted by everything else.
Oogling is a very strong word. As I said, it's reverse Stockholm Syndrome. It's new people. Oh my god, I don't care if they're a 2 out of 10. It's new.
Oh, dear.
I'm trying to rack my brains on if anything else has happened since we last met. We last Thursday, wasn't it?
Thursday.
What did I do Friday? Because of course my weekends are where normally crazy stuff happens.
Well, I didn't hear anything from you, so I'm assuming that literally, normally I get oh my god, this has happened, and then I'm like, oh, okay. But
I'm trying to think.
I literally got nothing from you over the weekend.
Nope.
So.
Nope.
Fair.
So yeah, that's been my week.
Cool. Right.
From a crazy week where everything happened.
Yeah.
To a week where nothing has happened.
Okay. Well,
Paddy, how are you?
I'll try and pad some time out then.
You do that.
I'm fine. I'm cool. Busy week. We had somebody off sick, so obviously standard procedure. You then become incredibly busy for the weekend.
Yeah.
I had to do a close and then go in early in the morning for breakfast because I had to cover that. Whoop. I would like to talk restaurant etiquette.
Okay.
Obviously you have some experience.
Do I? Are you sure?
In working in the hospitality industry. For those who may not, do obviously comment down below on, how you feel about this subject. Monday night, quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Last 2 tables left. Mm-hmm. Okay. Last table left at 9:15.
Yeah.
Okay. We close at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
One table left, 3 ladies.
Uh-huh.
Obviously having a big catch up because they would spent most of the time talking, ordered late because they were too busy chatting. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We've obviously got closing down procedures, cleaning coffee machine. So we're cleaning up, putting everything away, bringing in the furniture quietly because they're on the other side of the restaurant, so we can do that. All those wonderful things.
Mm-hmm.
But now it gets to 10 to 10, and I can't cash up because they haven't paid.
Right.
10 past 10, they ask for the bill. Okay, cool, sweet, perfect. Okay, so it's only 10 past 10. Cash up, do what I need to do. 20 to 11, they decided to leave, even though the last table left an hour and a half beforehand.
Yeah.
Why?
Because they were busy chatting.
But just like, it's always, there's the comments of, oh, we were always the last ones, aren't we? Don't be! I have places to be. It's Monday night. I could have left at 9:30, and you decided to keep me here for an extra hour and a half because you were too busy nattering about bollocks.
Yeah, but I don't really know how, well, your restaurant can't do this, but the places I worked, the way around that was to do 2 things. Turn the lights on the brightest they will go, and whack the aircon right down low.
I mean, we don't have aircon.
Bright them and freeze them.
I mean, I normally do the thing of, especially like, if it's like Saturday night or something, it's like ridiculous. But the problem was, they had already paid. So the classic thing I normally do is, oh, if there's nothing else we can get for you, here's the bill. You know, like, and then that like implies, but because they asked for the bill, I have nothing else to do to hint that they need to leave. So we was literally just standing there waiting for these people to leave.
I mean, what you could have also then done is try to join in on their conversation and just completely ruin it.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think that would have worked.
You know, if they're talking about fucking hobbycraft or something, you then just blurt out going, did I tell you about the time that my cousin shat himself in hobbycraft?
Oh, I don't think we can get away with that.
Conversation killer.
Yeah.
They would excuse themselves. You would get like a 1-star on TripAdvisor.
Oh, absolutely.
But it would get rid of them.
Yeah, it would. It really would. But no, unfortunately, that's not something I can get away with.
No. I'm trying to think of what other ways you could get rid of them in your restaurant if you don't have aircon to freeze them out.
Yeah. It's just one of the things, like, it doesn't, to be fair, it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
But, like, when I've had to pull extra hours to help cover the weekend, and it be a really busy weekend, like, the last thing I want to be doing is spending an extra hour and a half at work because people are having a good natter. And then when they left, I think they realised that we wanted to leave because immediately, like, lights were off, door was locked, and then as we came around the front, because, you know, well, I don't know about you when you were locking up places, we always check the doors, make sure I haven't missed anything, you know, checked all the drawers as we were going around, got around the front, they were still there.
Still natural.
They were still talking, they were just talking outside the front. I was like, excuse me, checked the doors and walked home. I was just like, this is ridiculous. So...
Yeah, some people will just love a natter. I mean, to actually defend them for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, not 5 minutes, but 10 seconds.
Yeah.
You don't know how long it's been since they last met up. They could have a good long thing. What you need to do is go, like, you should have said to him, next time you meet up, loves, because you've obviously taken forever to catch up. PowerPoints. PowerPoint with bullet points. 5-minute presentations each.
Yeah.
Or newsletter. White bitches love a newsletter.
White bitches.
Do a newsletter. So then you don't have to, because I don't know about you, but since doing this podcast, me and you don't actually talk about like how we've been anymore because
this is our weekly catch up.
Yeah.
Unless there's like certain things that we don't talk about on the pod.
No.
And things like that we genuinely this is our catch up of the week. That we just happen to record as well.
Yeah.
Basically.
And this is the thing, because my brother also, he once said to me, he's like, I don't feel like I need to call you and see how you are, because I listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
And I know how you are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're welcome.
Yeah. I've given you. I'm sure that's why like me and my parents don't talk as much as they either. Because like, I'll get random messages every now and again. I go, I didn't realise you were ill. Like, oh, is your back gone again? You know? Yeah. So, but I mean, I get it. I fully get that. But to like be clearly like blatantly obvious. I mean, I think that's because I work in the hospitality industry, so I don't mind being the last one in the restaurant. But when I can clearly see they're doing the closing down stuff, I'm like, right, let's get out of here. Because I don't want to be that person. You know what I mean? But I get I think it's just like it's also what's his face, the etiquette guy. With Jordan North.
Yeah. William something.
Yeah, William. Like, I feel like he should do a post about if it's like 10 o'clock and the restaurant closes at 10 o'clock, you should probably leave at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And not 20 to 11. You know, like I said, if it was a Friday or a Saturday night, you know, and we've got, you know, it's busy and we've got loads of stuff to do, we're not normally out until midnight anyway.
See,
you know.
So, I think maybe it is because I've worked in hospitality before, because, you know, I go out drinking every Friday.
Yep.
Every other Friday, sorry.
Every other. Yep.
And, you know, we're there until the pub closes, and they're walking around us collecting the glasses, and sometimes they finish collecting the glasses, they're standing at the bar, and I turn to them and go, do you want us to go?
Yeah.
And they go, no, it's fine. I'm like, I can see it in your eyes.
Yeah.
Whilst you're saying no, you're like, yes, fuck off.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And then I just kind of like wave everyone out and everything. But I don't know if that's because I asked that because I've worked in hospitality before, so I'm more aware of it kind of thing.
This is why I want to know how people feel.
Yeah.
Because like for me, like I just can't be that person. And I feel like as well, like with TikTok and all those guys that are, like do those funny you've seen the new guy, like I can't remember his name, but he's got like the ginger beard and he wears the cap and he does the really awkward interactions with customers on TikTok. Oh my god, they're hilarious. They're really, really good. Anyway.
Go on, finish your thing.
Okay. Thank you. But like I feel like more and more people are seeing these things, and they because I've been sent them by people that don't work in hospitality.
Right. Yeah,
so now I feel like people now are starting to understand how we feel on this side of like the industry.
Yeah.
And how people and their behaviours to you affects us.
Yeah.
So I feel like that is like a big thing, and I feel like it's getting there. But see your point.
Speaking of TikTok,
okay,
a relatively famous TikTok star started following me on TikTok the other day.
Oh really?
Yes. And I don't post anything, I don't comment anything, I don't like anything. So when it was like, that guy Gray has followed you, I was like, why? Unless it can pull up a report on who's viewed your videos but not following you, and then he's seen that I'm a regular person, so maybe he's like, oh, if I follow him, he might follow me back kind of thing, and that maybe gains followers, but it was just kind of like okay, but why? But shout out to that guy Gray. Love his videos.
I'm glad you said that, because that has reminded me what I wanted to talk to you about last week.
Hey, you're welcome!
I got, you get spam texts and spam emails.
Yes.
Okay. Now, texts are different, because if they come through like a +44 number or something, clearly a fake thing.
Yeah.
But when you get like I'm with O2, so I get like text from O2 and it says O2 UK. So I know that this is like a thing because it's got like the link to priority page and all this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I got a text from TikTok asking me to do work for them. I was like, you realise I have not posted a single TikTok on my TikTok.
Yeah.
Why are you asking me? Yes, don't get me wrong. I clock in some hours on viewing, but I don't post.
Unless the job they wanted you to do was a content reviewer.
Maybe, I don't know. But but it was one of those ones but then it was just but follow the link, and the link looked really dodgy.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if it was a real TikTok text or whether or not, because because it was a text, I was like, I don't know if like my number's on there, so I checked my account. Oh yeah, my number's on the thing. And then like I looked, and then I was thinking, if this was like a fake text, it would be like +44 or whatever.
Yeah.
But it said TikTok.
But they can actually manipulate that now. I know that is a
Oh,
thing.
is that a thing they can do that? See, I didn't know that they could do that.
They can make it say NHS blah, 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 and everything.
Oh, I didn't know that they could do that now.
No, they can do that. So, shout out to scammers.
Scammers, you're getting better.
They're getting better.
You're getting better.
But yeah.
I almost followed we had a picture perfect one from booking.com once.
Right, yeah.
And I clicked it, and then it come up, and it was like the ad blocker thing. It was like, warning.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck? And it said like booking.com, and it was like picture perfect. And then I clicked the link on like the email, and it dropped down, and then it was like a completely fake email. I was like, shit, that was so real. So real.
They are getting good.
That's crazy.
Whilst we have also raised the subject of etiquette, I want to readdress cinema etiquette.
Oh, okay.
Again. Nothing wrong this time, but last week I forgot to bring it up because just so much to share last week.
Yes.
Of course, last week someone was in our seats, and so when we went to them, I was like, "Sorry, these are our seats."
#awkward.
And everything.
Yeah.
And as she walked away, she kind of mumbled under her breath, "It's not like the cinema's empty." Or not like the cinema's full.
I did.
She did.
I did not.
That's why I then mumbled something back to her.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Did you hear me mumble back?
No, I didn't even hear you mumble.
Oh, that's it, because that's what I mumbled back. I was like, "Do not make me the villain in this scenario, bitch." But yeah, she like as I was like, "Oh, sorry, these are our seats," blah blah blah, and she was like, and as she walked away, it's like, "It's not like the screen's very busy," and it's like, "I'm sorry, but they make you book seats for a reason. If you wanted to sit in these seats, book them."
Yeah. Book them in advance.
Book them in advance. That's what we do, so we can sit where we want to sit.
Yeah. That's the whole point of the booking system.
Yeah, and it's just... and also, at the same time, if you book seats in an empty screen that you don't like, why have you booked those seats?
There was so much choice.
Yeah.
They could even gone in like the row in front of us and been basically almost sent.
But no, she went like right to the front of the cinema, didn't she, to try and like get as far away from us as possible.
I wonder whether or not, like, because I saw them come in.
Yeah.
And I saw them go at the kiosk. Yeah. So I wonder whether or not she misread the screen and thought that she was booking the back.
Maybe.
And then realised that she booked the front and she thought, we'll go up the back kind of thing.
Maybe.
Because we were on the drag.
But still, she was like, it's not like the screen's full. It's like, bitch, do not make me the villain. Not in front of your kids because I will make them cry. Don't you fucking worry.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, I started chatting to a guy on a dating app the other day.
Yeah.
And something or another, we were talking about something, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I've made people cry at the cinema before." And he's like, "Really?" I was like, "Yeah, I told them to shut up, and then I made them jump, and they cried." And he stopped talking to me.
Yeah, funny that.
Apparently, that's a red flag.
It is a red flag, then.
I told her to shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, I may have chosen like a really perfect moment to make her jump out of her fucking skin.
Yes.
That to the point where she cries for the rest of the film.
Yes.
Not my problem. She shouldn't have been talking.
The worst thing was it was a feminist piece called Barbie.
And yes, the evil laugh is perfect for that right now.
And she was like, I'm gonna go watch Barbie.
Oh my god, it's gonna be my dream. I'm gonna love it.
Oh god.
Wah, wah.
Right.
Talking of films.
Let's talk about the one we went to see tonight. we get later and later into this.
It's not like we're trying to avoid talking about this film, are we?
Well,
not at all.
It's not that. It's just not a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Hence why we're trying not to talk.
Exactly.
Let's
right.
see how close we can get to Paddy's house before we have to talk about the film.
Okay. Right. So we've just been to see Venom: The Last Dance.
Yes.
I made you go last week. I'll go first this week. First Venom, good.
Mm-hmm.
Second Venom, poor.
Mm-hmm.
This one, meh, average.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular. I felt like for a movie that was, 150 minutes, 20 minutes of that could have been taken out because it was just padding and bollocks.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy in a tuxedo has proven that he's been missed opportunity to be Bond.
Yeah.
Because he looks fucking good in the tuxedo.
Yep.
he carries this film, but also he co-wrote it, so like half the story is poor because of him.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
You say he carries the film.
Well, I say
plays
Venom
right.
carries that part of the
I was
film.
about to say, he plays Brock and Venom, so...
Yeah. But even, like, sometimes as Eddie Brock, like, it's actually Venom's character that's, like, the funny one and the interesting character. You feel more for Venom than you do for Eddie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was just average. I mean, it was okay. Got some giggles out of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there was some good things. They've obviously tried to put in, like, potential plot points, even though this is supposed to be the last one. I doubt it. I'm sure something will happen, and especially with the fact that Tom Holland has confirmed that Spider-Man 4 is happening, and I'm sure they'll try again at tying that in or whatever. But like, I just sat there just going like, it's not gripping me. Not. It's your favourite saying. It's a nothing film.
Mm-hmm.
It's not achieved anything. Like, it wasn't the perfect send off. If this truly is the last one, I don't think it was the perfect send off out of the three.
Yeah.
It was okay. I feel like I'm making it sound like it was worse than it was. It was just okay. You know, I'm not in a rush to watch it again, but in the list of bad movies that we've been to see this year, it's certainly not on that. I just don't think it was just good.
Fair.
Your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I spent the first 20, 30 minutes thinking, the fuck is going on? Like,
yes.
I will... We always complain, not us, but as a general population, we always complain with the superhero films when they take too long to get the villain into the story and get it going.
Yeah.
This one, completely skipped that. The villain is the first thing you see.
I quite like that.
And I appreciate that. I was like, well done. Let's just get the villain here. Let's get it out of the way.
Get it sorted.
And get it sorted. Saying that, however, that's all the villain does. The villain doesn't even do anything.
Yeah.
It's his henchman.
Yeah, I know.
And it was kind of like, well, what's the point of him then?
Well, this is the point. Is that what I was trying to hint at? They're obviously going for something bigger. You know, and they're obviously wanting to pad it out. But if they're not going to be making any more Venom movies, how are they going to do it?
Unless these creatures are going to appear in Spider-Man 4.
Well, this is what I was like saying. Like, will they go down that route? But they established in the first 2 minutes of this movie these Venom movies, and certainly this one is not set in Tom Holland's world.
Yeah.
So they must be doing some more timey-wimey multiverse stuff again.
So great that they introduced the villain, but then the villain was completely not used at all. So what was that? I really did not like Tom Hardy's acting as Brock. Fine as Venom, perfectly fine as Venom, but he kept doing this like weird sort of, I don't know how to explain it, but the way he was like saying his lines, it's kind of like half mumbling, half whispering, and sort of.
I feel like that's just how he acts now, though.
You think?
I feel like if you watch him in the first one, he's a bit more like fluent.
Yeah.
But certainly, like from some, you think about like things like, it was one of them electric scooters.
Yeah, but the electric scooter had a siren.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, anyway, carry on.
Yeah, I just feel like his things, like, lately, like, especially with, like, being in, like, a couple of the Christopher Nolan movies and things like that, like, his voice has changed, and I feel like it's, like, a big thing now.
But yeah, I didn't appreciate his acting. Once again, in, like, the first half. Once the story got going and he couldn't really sort of dither about with his dialogue, it got better. But that first half was like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is happening? Yeah. Why are you talking like that? It was all the W questions. Who, what, when, why? But then it's just a mediocre film.
Yeah.
Nothing really to say about it.
Yeah.
Other than that. And as I said, the fact that I turned round to you halfway through the credits going, wait, what was the end credit scene again?
Oh, that was hilarious.
When it was literally 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Just shows how much impact this film has had on me.
Yeah.
The fact that my brain had already gone, don't need that.
Genuinely can't remember part of it. I'm trying to remember what happens.
See what I mean?
Yeah,
Our brains have collectively gone, don't need this.
No bueno. Straight out there, like, whoo.
And it's not that, because that's the thing. If you hate a film, you remember it because you remember why you hate it. If you love a film, you remember it because why you love it. This is a mediocre film because both our brains have just gone, meh.
Yeah.
And the fact, because we're both ex-theatre people,
we're
good at remembering our short term is great because we used to have to remember learning lines and learning scripts, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but for my brain, it was always, I could remember my lines, remember the script. The moment that performance was over, vroom, my brain gone, I no longer need this.
No, see, I can still remember some lines. I can remember some.
I had to, I'm trying to think what performance it was. But I had to do like a huge monologue in one performance. I did it like 2 weeks, just 2 weeks of this monologue again and again and again and again and again, performing it.
Yeah.
And could I tell you what that monologue is now? Could I? Fuck.
Fair play.
Because my brain just goes, I no longer need this now.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's what this film is. It's a forgettable film.
Straight out the window.
Instantly forgettable.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Trade men. Pretty to look at. Especially when they wear the tight cargo trousers. You know the cargo trousers I'm talking about. Like, all trade men wear them.
Yeah.
The ones with the flappy pockets.
Yes. That was Ben's week.
Restaurant etiquette. If you're the last table in the room, fucking leave.
Like, I get, like, staying until, like, closing, but then staying another 40 minutes after closing is a bit...
Yeah. That's what you should have done. You should have gone over to him and be like, oh, can I order you a taxi? That's where...
Yeah, I could have done that one.
I still prefer the joining in the conversation and just ruin it.
Yeah, maybe.
You could have been like, can I order you ladies a taxi? It's dark out there. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Anyway, cinema etiquette. If you book seats, sit in them.
Yeah.
What else did we say? And TikTok. Shout out to that guy Gray. Great, love him. Go watch him on TikTok.
And
watch out for scams.
Scammers be scamming.
Watch out for them. They're getting good.
They are very, very good. So, with that all being said, comment down below, let us know, email us, sliceofriedgoldpod@gmail.com. I'm going like this, I don't actually think the camera's on, so
I've still got a blue light this side.
Yeah, but it's not flashing.
Yeah, true.
So, if the camera's gone, people, I do apologise. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and
Venom, forgettable.
Oh shit, yeah, we didn't even have that.
That's why I was looking at you like, hello.
Oh yeah, that's what's that. I completely forgot we watched Venom. Yeah, Venom. Average, poor.
Forgettable.
So forgettable that I forgot to do it.
Like, subscribe, share, comment.
The whole
email us, ring that notification bell.
Yeah.
Well done, Paddy.
Thank you. Cheers.
Hold
bye.
it together.
Peace out.
Bye, guys.